and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So, first piece of news this week is actually one I've been waiting for. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 was announced a while ago, but during the reveal or announcement for the game, they came out and said that this new game would have a Battle Royale mode, and they finally released a trailer for the Blackout mode in the upcoming Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And this mode is essentially a Battle Royale mode. It's called Blackout. Some information came out that in the beta, there are going to be up to 80 players allowed. So it's going to be like 80 players in a huge map. Everyone is going to be fighting against each other, very similar to like Fortnite. But what makes this unique is they came out and said, like the developers, that this is just for the beta. So essentially, depending on how it does, we might get some more people or less people. So in the final product, like when it actually releases, even though it's only 80 people right now, there's a limit on 80. It could possibly reach 100 or maybe even less, like maybe it can be like 70 people. It just depends how the servers handle all these players at the same time. So they're going to make some tweaks and additions, so nothing is set in stone right now. But 80 players is still very, very big. Like, that's a lot of players on one map. And Call of Duty is a very fast-paced game, so I think balancing the amount of players makes sense. So 80 seems like a good number. But the trailer they released is really, really cool. I really hope the Blackout mode, like once it comes out and everything, actually plays like this trailer, because this trailer is awesome. We get to see just a lot of the different areas. You know, there's like a nuke town. There's like high-rise style place that is definitely going to be like the Tilted Towers area. I can see a lot of people landing there. It's shown at the end of the trailer. There's a lot of like returning locations from previous Call of Duty games. So maps that were in previous games are actually going to be like locations in this game mode for this like huge map area. So that's nice. Sniping looks really cool. In the trailer, you see this guy get sniped from a very, very far distance with like great precision. So I wonder if people are going to be able to pull off something like that in the actual game. But wow, yeah, the trailer really blew me away. I like what I saw. The music choice was that song that they used for like the Deadpool movie. What was it called? It's like the French Montana song. It has like Lil Pump in it too. I thought it was a pretty good song for the trailer. So definitely check out the trailer if you haven't seen it yet. But what else do I think about it? Let me see. Because I had a lot like of opinions when I watched the trailer. Oh yeah. So like the beta for the Blackout mode, I want to see more about that. Like, you know, they're gonna have a beta for it, or actually, yeah, it's in a few days, I think. For people that pre-ordered Call of Duty Black Ops 4, they get access to the Blackout beta. There's already like some footage from people that have early access to it. But yeah, from what I've been seeing so far and hearing, it looks like it's gonna be really cool. They said there's gonna be like a squads mode where you can actually team up with your friends, kind of like a team. So that's gonna be interesting. I don't know, this looks like it could be a lot of fun. It's been a while since I've played a Call of Duty game. Like, I got Black Ops 3 back when that came out, and I played it just for a little because I wasn't a big fan of it. To be honest, a lot of the modern Call of Duty games went too futuristic for me. Like, they started feeling like Halo. So when they kind of went back to a more traditional, like, modern setting for a bit, I was like, okay, this is cool. So I like the balance, like, in between, like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops. Like, I felt like those were pretty good and interesting. So I'm not sure where they're going to be going with, like, the next few games in the series, but slightly futuristic, because this one is slightly futuristic, is still interesting to me. So I like that. So let's see, what else do they got? Oh, they let us see how the storm is going to work in the game. So basically, just like in Fortnite, there's going to be like a storm or something that's going to be moving, making the circle area where all the players have to move smaller and smaller as time goes on. And what this means is, like, you actually see like this purple mist, very similar to like Fortnite, show up. And what kind of intrigued me in the trailer was the appearance of zombies. So I don't really know much about this, but I guess there's going to be zombies in the Blackout Battle Royale mode. Now, I've seen some people mention that if you get stuck in the storm and die, you become a zombie. Or there's actually going to be like zombie enemies throughout the areas, so you have to be careful of the zombies, of other players, and of the storm. So I'm curious to see how that's all going to work together. I'm not really sure how they're going to incorporate zombies and the storm and everything, but wow, Black Ops 4 really looks like it's going to be intense. This Blackout mode looks really cool, so I'm excited. I haven't pre-ordered Black Ops 4. I'm going to wait a little bit just to get some impressions from people. Maybe wait for some reviews once the game comes out, but I really do want to check it out. So, good trailer, definitely really nice. So, highly recommend checking it out. Next, we have Battlefield 5. It has a brand new trailer, and it shows off like the single player mode and the multiplayer modes. So if you're interested in just how that would look like in the new game, this goes like completely in depth, showing everything. And yeah, like I said last week, Battlefield 5 has been delayed. Apparently some features from the game were not completely finished yet, so they decided to delay it. But they're still marketing the game with new trailers like they did this week, and honestly it looks pretty good, so I'm excited about that. And additionally, Battlefield 5 right now has its open beta, so if you are on PlayStation 4, if you pre-ordered the game, you actually got access to the beta a few days ago. But if you didn't pre-order, the open beta now is open to everyone, I think. So you can actually go check that out if you're interested in Battlefield 5. So that's nice. Definitely check that out if you're a fan of the series. And Spider-Man came out for the PlayStation 4 this week. It's Sony's new exclusive title developed by Insomniac. And this game just looks awesome. They released a brand new launch trailer. And yeah, just like most launch trailers, this shows off a lot of key features in the game, just how it plays. It basically makes anyone that does not have the game yet want to pick up the game because, wow, I have some friends that have the game already. They're telling me that it's amazing, that I need to pick it up. I'm really excited about it. I need to pick it up eventually. I just have a lot of games that I'm playing right now, on the Nintendo Switch especially. But as soon as I can, I'm going to try to pick up Spider-Man, just because I like the Spider-Man games. They're just a lot of fun. And this new one that came out has been receiving fantastic reviews. Like, most of the review scores are 9s and 10s. There's a few 8s out there, but most of them are 9s and 10s, so very high ratings. People are saying it's one of the best games of the year. up there with like God of War. So this has been a great game, according to reviewers and people that have already finished it. So I'm really excited to check this out. And next up, we have some Fortnite news. So, Fortnite has a new high-stakes mode that's officially out right now. It's a special limited-time mode. There's some, like, special things you can unlock if you play the mode and meet certain challenges. Like, if you finish or complete these challenges, you can get, like, a crowbar harvesting tool. I already got it. It's pretty cool. And there's also like a special contrail and other things you can unlock. But yeah, there's like I don't know, it's kind of a strange mode. Like, I actually played no fill solo squads, like high stakes, and what I did was I just got some good weapons, good loot. I was playing completely alone, and I just waited near the jewel, where everyone comes to get the jewel, and once everyone showed up there, I just, stealthily took out all the teams, and then I went to the next spot and did it there, and I never picked up the jewel, because after I completed the challenge for it, I just did not feel like picking it up, so I went to one spot, killed everyone there, and then I went to the next spot where the jewel was, and eliminated the other guys there, and by this point, there was like 9 people left on the map, so it was just like a few random teams running around, and the storm kept closing off the areas where the jewels were before. So there was like one guy left. He was like trying to get the jewel. I shot him down, and it was just me and like a few other people, and I didn't even bother like grabbing the jewels, and I just eliminated anyone that came near me. I eventually was the last person left with like a nice amount of kills, and I lost because I got killed by the storm at the end because it closes up. But it's kind of a weird mode. I guess it's more fun if you play it with friends, like a full squad. But I wish they would make like a solo version of it, like where you can just play by yourself. So maybe they'll do something like that. I don't know. It's okay. I still prefer the normal, Fortnite mode, but definitely check out High Stakes if you haven't checked it out yet. It's interesting. I'll put it at that. I think that the exciting part is fighting other teams that are all surrounding the same like area, and everyone's trying to get the same thing. So that's the fun part. Also, the skins for the high stakes mode remind me a lot of Payday, Payday 2, like kind of like bank heist robbery games. That's what it reminds me of, like the skin for the high stakes mode. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But next, Fortnite news. Apparently, Sony this week had a statement about the cross-play between the Nintendo Switch and Xbox versions of Fortnite and PlayStation 4, and how their account systems cannot be used on other systems. So if you have a PS4, you can't use your skins or your same account on your Switch or Xbox account. And Sony just came out and said that they're the best place to play, and they care about their users, and that's why they do not want to enable like cross-platform play and stuff like that. So a lot of people were kind of angry about this, reasonably so, because come on, Sony, I mean, everyone wants to play with each other. Nintendo and Xbox allow players to play with each other, so it's just Sony not allowing, people to play with other systems, I guess, because they feel like they might lose money or sales if they somehow allow people to not use their accounts on other systems. But I'm not a big fan of it. I hope that they might change their mind in the future, but as of right now, it seems like they're not going to do it at all, and there's no plans to fix this, so kind of disappointing, but at least we got some clarification from some of the big guys over at Sony this week. additionally, the Epic Games developers for Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch came out this week in response to some fans. They responded that they are aware of the problems the Switch version of Fortnite has. For those that don't know, the Switch version of Fortnite, for the past few months, let's say past few months, maybe month and a half, every time the game gets updated, something happens to the textures, and there's more and more lag increase. There's noticeable slowdown in the game. There's points where your character will just freeze, and it has nothing to do with the internet connection, but it's just the game is somehow hitched or something like that, it's actual bugs within the game. So they're aware of this. They're going to be trying to fix it. Apparently the latest update that came out fixed some of these issues a little bit. They are now working with Nintendo. So Nintendo and Epic Games are working together to somehow fix the code for the game so it runs more smoothly. So they said to expect a lot of quality of life updates in the next few weeks or so for the Switch version of Fortnite, because they want to improve that version of the game. So for all you Switch fans out there, don't worry, they are planning on fixing the game so it works better. So I'm happy about that. And yeah, I can't wait to go back and play the Switch version once they kind of fix some of these problems, because it was getting annoying how the game would just freeze sometimes and then immediately start again, especially if it happened during a battle. So that was annoying, but I'm glad Epic Games acknowledged it. So let's see, what else do we got here? Okay, so next, some Nintendo news this week. So there was going to be a Nintendo Direct this week. A special, Nintendo Direct was announced out of nowhere, and the news just came out of the blue. Everyone was really excited. And what happened was Nintendo then came out and said that they canceled, the Nintendo Direct until further notice. They're going to let us know when they're going to have the Direct. It was going to happen, on Wednesday, I think. But basically, the reason why it was canceled was in Japan right now, there was a big typhoon, really strong winds, lots of damage. Some people actually died in Japan, I think, from what I heard. And then shortly after, they had an earthquake, and it was a really big earthquake too. So there's a lot of problems over there right now. So Nintendo decided to delay this Nintendo Direct they were going to have in Hokkaido. I think there was this earthquake, so I know for a fact that Nintendo's headquarters are not in Hokkaido, but perhaps maybe some family members of some of the employees at the company were from there, and maybe they needed to visit their family or something for an emergency. So either way, they delayed the Nintendo Direct. So we're still waiting for it, but it's going to be announced soon. Maybe by the time this video goes up, they're going to announce the next date for the Nintendo Direct. But I'm disappointed about the earthquake, of course, but the Nintendo Direct being delayed is not a big issue. If we wait another week or something, that's perfectly fine. There's some rumors surrounding this Nintendo Direct that maybe they're going to announce some new characters for Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo Switch, so that'll be exciting. They specifically said that it's going to showcase some of the upcoming games for the Switch and 3DS, so really curious to see what is going to be shown. I'm hyped to see what games that they are going to be announcing, because apparently they have some unannounced games for the Switch, so I'm curious to see what they're going to be. And next, Travis Strikes Again, the No More Heroes spin-off game that takes place after No More Heroes 2, so it's not necessarily No More Heroes 3, it's a kind of spin-off game, but it's still in the main series, like timeline-wise. So it's an important game if you're a No More Heroes fan. But Travis Strikes Again has been delayed. The game is coming out in January. And the reason for this is because originally the game was going to come out in like December, sometime around Smash Brothers Ultimate, and Suda51 and some of the other guys basically came out and said that they are releasing the game in January because they don't want to hinder the sales of the other Switch game that's coming out at the same time, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But that's kind of a joke. I love the No More Heroes games, but we all know that the reason why they're doing this is Smash Bros. Is a very big game, so the majority of people that are going to be buying a new Switch game in December are going to be buying that game. So, in order to not lose a lot of sales, they decided to wait a month and release the game the next month. So, I'm okay with this. And they seem to be okay with it too, so still hyped for this game. Gonna be picking up Travis Strikes Again when it comes out. I actually own the first two No More Heroes games on the Nintendo Wii. And even though this is not like a No More Heroes 3, it's still a spin-off and it looks good. From what I've seen in like gameplay videos online, people's impressions so far have been very positive, so I'm excited for Travis Strikes Again. And yeah, I never thought that releasing a game around the same time that Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was coming out made a lot of sense, just because how big that game is for Nintendo and Nintendo fans. So I think it's a good idea that they decided to delay their game. Next, there is a rumor surrounding Diablo 3 for the Nintendo Switch. So apparently some people got some information and they are saying that Diablo 3 is going to get a surprise release announcement the day BlizzCon starts. So BlizzCon is starting like December 21st, I think, or sometime around that. And according to these rumors, the first day of BlizzCon, Blizzard is going to announce Diablo 3 for the Switch is coming out that same day for download, and it'll be available in stores and stuff. So, so far there's been no confirmation about this, no news, no official word, but it is a rumor, and it does make some sense because Blizzard has been known to announce things at BlizzCon that just randomly come out immediately. So it would definitely be really cool if at BlizzCon they announce, you know, Diablo 3 for the Switch out now or something like that. So keep my fingers crossed that it's actually true, because Diablo on the Switch I think looks amazing. I already have it on the PS4, but I would definitely consider picking up the Switch version just because it's a portable version of the game. Next, now this is some news that I'm really excited about. So, Ninja Warriors again, one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, like definitely in my top 25 Super Nintendo games. It's like a beat-em-up game that came out on the Super Nintendo back in the 90s, and it's really unique because you're basically, there's like these like android ninjas, and you go through all these levels, like stages. It's very similar to other beat-em-up games, but the music is great, and the combat, like the gameplay, is very, very like very flashy and cinematic, and like all the moves that you can do. But it also feels like really nice, like when you throw a punch or a kick or a throw or anything like that. It's just very enjoyable in this game. So I'm a big fan of ninjas, as I mentioned a few times on the channel. I like ninjas and stuff. But I always like the idea of this game. Like you're basically a robot that's a ninja, and you go around fighting guys, so what's not to like? And for the longest time, lots of people like completely forgot about this game, and no one would talk about it anymore, except for, actual Super Nintendo enthusiasts and people that like this style of game. And all of a sudden, it was announced that it would be getting ported to the Switch, and I was really excited about this. And now we get official confirmation that the Ninja Warriors is coming back for the Nintendo Switch. And get this, the game is going to be called Ninja Warriors, it's called Ninja Warriors Once Again. Like, that title is so awesome. Ninja Warriors Once Again. Like, they're coming back again. So, I really like that title. I don't know, it just sounds really cool to me. And it's coming out worldwide next year. So, next year, it's coming out everywhere. So, apparently it's coming out on, like, the PS4 as well, I think. So, Nintendo Switch, PS4, definitely going to be picking up the Ninja Warriors. I love this game, and they actually, like, updated the graphics and, like, some visual elements, so it looks even better now. And, oh wow, I'm just so happy. If you guys have never played this game, check out some gameplay footage on YouTube. It's an older game, but it's still a lot of fun to play. It's just really, really cool. And last piece of news, this is actually a strange announcement. Final Fantasy, I was going to say 7, Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD is coming out for PlayStation 4 and Xbox and Nintendo Switch. So, as of right now, it's already out on the PS4 and Xbox. And the Switch version is coming out in a while. I don't think they have, like, a release date for it yet, but the funny thing about this is, basically, Final Fantasy 15 came out a while ago, as everyone probably knows. It was a good game. It came out for the PS4 and Xbox and PC. And afterwards, they ported, like, a very cartoon version of the game, like cartoony, kind of like chibi style version of the game, to mobile devices like your phone. So phones got Final Fantasy 15 in a kind of like cartoony form. So they completely changed how the characters look like, and the combat and the gameplay, everything's like downgraded. And that version of the game has actually been ported in HD for like the PS4 and Switch and Xbox One now. And I don't know what to think about this, because I mean, it looks okay, but why am I gonna play this version of Final Fantasy 15 when I can already play like the better version on the same system? So I guess it's for the really big fans out there that maybe already beat the original game like more than once, and they want to play something else, and I guess they can check out this Pocket Edition. But yeah, it does not look as good, and the gameplay and everything just feel a little bit off. But hey, Square Enix decided to announce this, and yeah, it's out on PS4 right now. Check out the trailer if you want to know what it looks like. But yeah, it's kind of a bizarre situation that they're releasing like the phone version on console, because I don't know, it just seems really weird to me. It would be like releasing the like Android version of Fortnite on the PS4 when you already have the PS4 version of Fortnite. So you can play both versions, but clearly one version is superior to the other one. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. But hey, if you're a Final Fantasy fan like I am, maybe you'll want to check it out, because I am kind of curious just to see how it is like in comparison to the main game. So I might buy it when it goes on sale or something. But the game is cheap too. It's like $29 or something like that, so it's not even a full-priced game, but still, just pick up the original Final Fantasy 15, I think. But hey, I guess some people must like it, because I already see people on my friends list playing the game. But yeah, thanks for watching this ASMR Gaming News video. I hope you enjoyed it. Kind of a slower news week. Some big news there with Call of Duty, but the rest of it was kind of not as big news as I kind of wanted for this week. But still, it was a good week for news. So, thanks for listening or watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll be sure to have a new ASMR gaming video out very soon. So, thanks again for watching, and I will see you all next time.